Hello my friends and welcome back to the channel. It's approaching a really difficult time for many of us who suffer from mental health issues, who are trying to remain sober. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, the clocks alter and winter arrives. There's less daylight and it gets dark very early at night. And many people, me included, suffer from something called seasonal affective disorder or SAD. It's a very real thing and it affects our mood, can cause depression, can cause anxiety, lack of energy. All of these things are very real. So in this video, in preparation, if you like, I want to share with you some stuff that I do on a day-to-day basis and will be doing, and some stuff that I add in during this period that will help you and will maintain and optimize your mental health, consequently strengthen your sobriety or your chances of staying sober. But like anything in life that's worthwhile or good, really, you have to put the work in. And you're going to have to ask yourself very honestly when you watch this video, am I doing that? Or am I prepared to do that? Because if you don't, nothing will change. It won't just land in your lap. You're going to have to commit, make the effort. Because optimizing your mental health will give you the best possible chance in life and with your sobriety of making progress and moving forward and getting stronger. Before I share this stuff with you, take a moment to subscribe to the channel, please. And also, if my videos help you in any way, click the link in the description, the Ko-fi link, and support me if you feel like you'd want to. Thank you very much indeed. So optimizing your mental health. First of all, I just want to tell you some extra supplementation that I take, or share with you some extra supplementation that I take during this period in particular that I feel is very important. Vitamin D3, of course, which is a hormone, not a vitamin, comes from sunlight. I mean, I'm very fortunate and very grateful to live in a sunnier climate. So but I still supplement with vitamin D3, particularly during winter because there is less sunshine. And it's really important if you live in a country, particularly say the UK, where sunlight is very rare during this period, because it can really have a poor effect on your mood and your mental health. So vitamin D3, and link that to magnesium glycinate. Magnesium glycinate and D3, they work in a synergy, if you like, and also help. And the magnesium glycinate will help you with your sleep, which is another thing I wanted to talk about for mental health. But it really will help with your sleep. It'll help with muscle twitches that relax your muscles, help with your stress levels, many, many, many other things in your body. You can get magnesium glycinate online or I think from any good health food shop with vitamin D3. Also, I take a really good B vitamin complex, always have done, which I feel is really good for stress and energy, particularly vitamin B12, important at this time of year. And also one other thing I take, which optimizes my brain health, is omega-3. I take it in a cod liver oil capsule, and I take a high dose, at least 1,500 milligrams a day. That supplementation, I mean, obviously, if you want to take a multivitamin as well, a good one, that's fine. But those core things that I've just mentioned are really important for me at this time of year. And to be honest with you, apart from the D3, I take the other stuff all year round anyway. The second thing I want to quickly talk about is obviously diet, and I'll just quickly skirt on this. Give yourself the best chance possible. I know money's hard and tight at the moment. It is for me. And I know it is for you, but just spend it on fresh food. You know, if you're going to buy packet food, read the ingredients, because there's a guy called Eddie Abu online who you should have a look at, who exposes I would call it nothing else but the shit in food, if you like, in processed food. And that affects your mental health badly. It affects your mood, it affects your energy, everything. If you can afford to buy just fresh food every single day, prepare food. If you're short of time, try and do it the night before or in advance. It will go such a long way into improving your mental health and cutting out sugar. I mean, all of these things, it's basic stuff around your mood and mental health and energy. So no processed food, no sugar. And of course, because you're sober, no alcohol or drugs. I mean, they're golden rules, obviously, with mental health. Sleep, I've just touched on at the beginning. You really need to get your sleep in order. It's one of the main pillars of your health, of your mental health in particular. I mean, it was used as, I mean, sleep deprivation was used as torture for many, many years, and still is, obviously, by some groups, because it is torture. It will affect every aspect of your life. It will drive you crazy. You know, it will seriously affect your mental health and your mood and your anxiety if you're not getting enough. Optimize it by trying to go to bed at the same time, following the same routine, blacking out your room, no devices in your room, not eating just before bed. You know, all of these things, all these little things, getting into a routine, very, very important. The next thing I want to talk about is optimizing the amount of daylight you're getting at this time of year. Have a look at Dr. Andrew Huberman's stuff on this. It's really, really interesting. The daylight will affect you, it links in with your sleep because it will affect your melatonin production and your cortisol production. You want to obviously lower your cortisol during the day and increase your melatonin at night. To do this means getting really early daylight exposure as soon as you wake up. It regulates your circadian rhythm and will affect all your mood, your everything, basically. You may ask yourself the question, if the clocks are changing, how can I get daylight as soon as I wake up? It might still be dark in the morning. Well, there's an answer to that. And just set your alarm earlier. I mean, this is what I mean by committing and putting the work in and the commitment in, because it won't just land in your lap. It's like anything, it's like exercising in the morning as well. So the very best thing you can do in the morning to start your daily routine is wake up, have a half pint of water, give yourself a bit of gratitude, and then get out into the sunlight for 15 or 20 minutes and just walk around your garden if you're lucky enough to have one. If not, walk up and down the road and get some sunlight and move your body for 20 minutes. Before you do anything else, water, gratitude, outside. Simple. Start to the day. Set your alarm earlier to do that. And that extra daylight will obviously affect your D3 levels as well. Seasonal affective disorder, because some of us can't afford these blue lights. You can buy these blue lights to have in your room for SAD, and but I can't afford that, and I'm sure many of you out there with the struggles at the moment can't afford that either. So use what's there naturally. Get out into nature wherever you can, and move your body wherever you can. The thing is, right, people say, well, I haven't got time, I can't afford a gym membership, I don't want to go this, that and the other. You can't keep making excuses. Move more during the day by taking the stairs instead of the lift or the escalator. In your lunch break, walk to the park so you can touch a tree or two and sit with a bit of nature. I know it's a park, if you're lucky enough to have a park near you and you walk in there. Walk as much during the day when you're working as you can. Instead of emailing someone, walk to their office. Whatever it is. Just think before you do stuff. Move your body as much as you can. And you don't need a gym to work out. I work out hard every single day. Or I've maybe got a bit more time than some of you, because I go to volunteer. The volunteering I do later in the day. But I've got my dumbbells here. I've got my floor. So I do calisthenics and weights every single day. It's a good workout. It doesn't cost me a penny. It's simple as that. And I do it with the windows all open, and I do it with the daylight coming in. No better start to the day. And this is science. It's not rocket science. It's normal science. It will affect your mood for the whole day. Another thing I do when I've done that, if you want to commit to this, it's up to you. It's not easy, and that's a cold shower or a cold plunge. Finest thing I've ever done one of the finest things I've ever done for my mental health. A cold shower will give you as much dopamine as cocaine gives you. The thing is, cocaine wears off after 20 minutes, half an hour. The dopamine hit you get from a cold shower will last 2 to 3 hours, and that's science. Look at Dr. Andrew Huberman's evidence on it. It's fact. It will affect your energy, your mood. It's not easy, but it helps with your discipline. You just step in, you don't think about it, you don't negotiate with your brain. Step in and do it. And that's one that starts to your day. And all of you think, well, this is a lot to start the day with. It isn't if you set your alarm a bit earlier and just crack on, because it will optimize your day and it will optimize your mental health. Another thing to get into your head is community and connection. The worst possible thing you can do for your mental health is isolate and be lonely. Get out and about. Mix with people who are going to drive you forward and challenge you, not people who drag you backwards where you used to be. Not all the people you used to drink with or use drugs with or are negative. Mix with people. Find a tribe who has the same mental goals as you have, the same life goals as you have. It's not easy, but it can be done. I did, and I was shy and I didn't want to do it and I couldn't be bothered. But I did it. It was the finest thing I ever did. Connect with them every single day if you can. If you can't do it face to face, do it on the phone or any other way you could possibly do it. It's very, very important connection when it comes to stuff like mental health. Just for today mentality. Another great thing I did for my sobriety and for mental health was stop projecting into the future. I know we all have life shit going on, bills and this and that and the other. Worst thing you can do for anxiety and your mental health is project and worry about tomorrow. Just deal with what's in front of you. Small steps every single day. Get through the small steps. Don't worry about the mountain. Just climb the little molehills. Move one little step at a time. See what's in front of you and deal with that. Don't worry about staying sober for a year. Worry about staying sober for the next hour. Just deal with it. Just for today is the mentality you should have. If you can get into that mentality, and it's not easy, then you can deal with anything in life. I just want to leave you with one other thing, which I think is really important, and that's kindness and service. The finest thing you can do for another human being is to give service and be kind. It's very underrated when it comes to your mental health. It will give you a rush of oxytocin, of dopamine, of serotonin, all of the feel-good chemicals when you do this. It'll help your self-esteem. All these things will help your mental health. I mean, if you've not got time to volunteer in something, then just help a neighbour. Just smile at someone, help someone at work. Do something for someone else during the day. And you will get such a buzz from it and such good feel-good hormones from it that it's so worthwhile. All of this stuff that I've just shared with you. Sorry about that. All of this stuff that I've just shared with you is vitally important for your mental health on a day-to-day basis. You've got to put the work in. You don't get anything for nothing. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Carpe diem, my friends. Seize the day today. Make today the day you change your life. Have a great one and stay strong. Please subscribe. Please click the Ko-fi link in the description. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.